27 things that can only be found in Africa. Africa is the second largest continent in the world, and it's diverse in culture and natural beauty, but it's also home to many unique species. In fact, among the top reasons to visit some of the countries here would be to marvel at the wildlife, and there is no denying that Africa is home to some of the most majestic animals in the world. Among the most well-known species are the lion and the rhinoceros, but here you can also see the largest land mammal in the world, as well as the fastest. Without wasting any time, let's look at 27 animal species that can be found only in Africa or most likely found in Africa. Please click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell as we go ahead. The opportunity to see these animals roaming around in the wild may not be there in the future because several are listed as vulnerable or endangered. 1. The Greater Kudu. The Greater Kudu is an amazing antelope that is native to eastern and southern Africa. They inhabit savanna woodlands and rocky hillsides. Kudus are one of the longest horned antelopes in the world. The impressively twisted horns are only found in males. Their horns can grow over 1 meter in length with 2.5 twists. Male kudus use their long horns to defend themselves against predators. The male greater kudus have a body length between 2 to 2.5 meters and weigh up to 315 kilograms. The female kudus are smaller than the males. They measure 1.85 to 2.3 meters in length and weigh up to 215 kilograms. Greater kudus has a brown-gray coat with 5 to 12 vertical white stripes. They also have a distinctive white band between the eyes. Kudus are social animals. The female kudos form groups that contain up to 25 members. The male kudos only join the groups during mating season. This larger species of antelope mainly feeds on leaves, grasses, fruits, and flowers. In the wild, greater kudus live up to 7 years, and in captivity, they can live over 20 years. 2. Gray-crowned crane. The gray-crowned crane is a large bird that lives in the savannas, rivers, and marshes of eastern and southern Africa. It stands 1 meter tall and weighs more than 4 kilograms. This amazing African bird's crest of golden feathers is its most noticeable feature. The gray-crowned crane's feathers are primarily gray with a pale gray neck and black and white wings. Below their beak, they also have an attractive, vivid red pouch. One of the best courtship displays among bird species is that of gray-crowned cranes. To entice a mate, they dance, jump, and make interesting calls. The gray-crowned crane, which belongs to the GUEREZA family of cranes, has the largest average clutch of any of the other crane species, with 2 to 5 eggs laid per nest. The omnivorous gray-crowned crane consumes fish, amphibians, grasses, seeds, lizards, insects, and lizard eggs. 3. Ostriches. Ostriches are among the most amazing birds on the planet and have set records in a number of different categories. Although they cannot fly, they are the heaviest and largest species of bird, move the fastest, and lay the biggest eggs. The ostrich is a unique animal that can weigh between 200 and 280 pounds, run at a speed of 70 kilometers per hour, and lay eggs that can weigh up to 3 pounds. These magnificent birds, which are divided into the common ostrich and the Somali ostrich subspecies, are spread throughout the sub-Saharan region and the renowned Horn of Africa. While some men have been measured at 9 feet tall, women can stand an astounding 6 feet tall. But do not be fooled by these animals' apparent peace. Ostriches will charge quickly if provoked, and will also kick and attack any adversaries with their strong legs. 4. Hippopotamus. Hippopotamuses, whose name derives from the Greek for horse of the river, are widespread in sub-Saharan Africa, but are most common in the continent's central and southern regions. At least 29 of Africa's 54 countries are home to them, but sadly, poaching and the loss of their natural habitat have led to a decline in their population. Hippos are now thought to number around 130,000 in the wild, and conservationists have labeled them as a vulnerable species. Only the elephant and rhinoceros are larger than hippos, which can reach weights of up to 3,000 pounds in males and 2,800 pounds in females. These 50-year-old giants mostly live in swamps and rivers, but they also spend up to 6 hours grazing on grass and other plants on land. In fact, hippos can consume an incredible 80 pounds of food at once. Although they have a gentle appearance, hippos are known for their aggressive nature, and any approaching predator is put in danger by their large teeth and mouths. 5. Giraffe. The giraffe, which stands at over 3 meters tall, is known for its long neck and exquisitely spotted coat. Males can reach heights of 19 feet, while females can grow to heights of 15 feet. A newborn calf can reach a height of at least 6 feet, so even infants are tall. Giraffes are native to a large portion of the African continent and can be found as far north as Chad and as far south as South Africa. The giraffe has a long tongue that measures an impressive 21 inches and consumes plants, leaves, fruits, and other herbivorous material. Additionally, this adaptable organ aids it in grabbing objects stuck to other plants or in hard-to-reach places in trees. 6. African civet. The sub-Saharan region is home to African civets, which only weigh 3 to 10 pounds. In fact, some ostrich eggs are larger than an adult civet when it's fully grown. Civets, which have an average lifespan of 12 years in the wild, are prized by hunters for their pelts and secretions, which are used to make some perfumes. Although they may appear small and cuddly, African civets are rabid omnivores who consume a wide variety of foods, including plants, insects, and even birds. Civets are nocturnal carnivores that spend the majority of the day sleeping and resting. Their darkened faces and black spots make them very concealable. 7. Shoebill. One of the strangest looking birds in the world is the shoebill. Their large shoe-like bill, which can reach a length of 9 inches, is how they got their name. Only eastern African swamps and marshes are home to this incredible bird. One of the species that is susceptible to going extinct soon is the shoebill. The main threats to shoebills are habitat loss and hunting. The large shoebills weigh between 4 to 6 kilograms and can grow up to 4 feet long. They have broad wings and bluish-gray plumage. The large, robust brown bill of a shoebill is finished with hooks resembling nails. Shoebills are ambush predators, so they wait for their prey to approach before moving. They'll then launch a swift attack with their heavy weapons. The main sources of food for shoebills are lizards, turtles, water snakes, and rats. One of the slower bird species, large shoebills can only flap at a maximum rate of 150 times per minute. One of the loneliest birds in the world, it lives alone. They only congregate to breed. 8. Spotted hyena. Also known as the laughing hyena, spotted hyena's natural habitat extends all across the sub-Sahara and into eastern and southern Africa. This aggressive scavenger, hunter, and carnivore feasts on whatever it can and has been known to go after animals as large as wildebeests to ones as small as lizards. Distinguished by their whooping sound, spotted pelt, rounded snout, and pointed ears, spotted hyenas are certainly among the most intriguing wild animals in Africa. 9. African elephant. It can reach heights of 24 feet and weighs an astounding 6 tons, making it the largest land mammal on Earth. The bush elephant and the forest elephant are 2 distinct subspecies of this majestic elephant, which is native to vast regions of Central and Southern Africa. The former is the largest and has distinguishable curved tusks as opposed to the straight ones of the forest elephant. Up to 8% of the African elephant's population is lost each year due to poaching, which is regrettably a common target for criminals looking to profit from ivory tusks. There are only about 415,000 wild African elephants left today, despite the species not yet being endangered. 10. Wildebeest. The wildebeests that resemble bulls are actually members of the antelope family. The black wildebeest and blue wildebeest are 2 distinct species of antelope. Wildebeests of both species are only found in Africa. They live in wide open forests and lush plains. The length and weight of a wildebeest can reach 8 feet. Wildebeests have horns on the males and females alike. They coexist in sizable herds. When food sources become scarce between May and June, the wildebeests migrate northward. There are 1.2 to 1.5 million wildebeests in the migratory herd. They are also followed by thousands of gazelles and zebras. The migration of terrestrial mammals is at its largest ever. In a single day, a wildebeest can travel more than 30 miles. They cover between 600 and 1,000 miles during their migration. As grazers, wildebeests primarily eat short grass. The primary predators of wildebeests are lions, cheetahs, hyenas, and wild dogs. 11. Lemur. Lemur is a fantastic primate that found only the island of Madagascar, in the east coast of southern Africa. There are 30 different known species of lemurs in total, and all are endemic to Madagascar. The Madame Berthi's mouse lemur, which weighs only 30 grams, is the smallest primate in the world. The Indri or babakodo is the largest living lemur, which weighs up to 9.5 kilograms. Lemurs are one of the most intelligent animals in the world. They are known for using tools and can learn patterns. 12. Mantled GUEREZA. The mantled GUEREZA is among the most attractive African monkeys. They have beautiful glossy black and white fur and an impressively long tail. Mantled GUEREZAs are also known as GUEREZA or black and white colobus. They inhabit deciduous and evergreen forests of West Central and East Africa. GUEREZA is a large species of monkey that have a length between 21.2 to 28 inches and weigh up to 13.5 kilograms. The multi-chambered stomach of GUEREZAs has specialized bacteria, which help these monkeys to digest a large amount of food. 13. The hartebeest. The hartebeest is a member of the antelope family, noted for its large size, elongated face, and fanciful horns. Weighing up to 440 pounds and standing just over 3 feet tall, up to 8 different subspecies of hartebeest have been identified and can be found all across Central, Western, and Southern Africa. Hartebeests can live in the wild for up to 15 years and are generally seen in large herds. 14. Okapi. The only currently existing giraffe ancestor in the world is the okapi. Only the rainforests of the Republic of Congo contain them. The striped patterns on Okapis behinds, which resemble zebra stripes, are their most noticeable characteristic. One of the most threatened animals in Africa is the okapi. These exotic species face major threats from habitat loss and hunting. Okapis weigh between 180 and 310 kilograms and can grow up to 8 feet long. Okapis, who are related to giraffes, have long necks, though not as long as giraffes do. 15. Galago. The galago is a small primate with a length of 6 to 8 inches and a weight of up to 10 ounces, are also referred to as a bush babies. They are found in East African woodlands and bushes. Galagos are covered in thick, brown, or gray fur. They can fold their large ears, which gives them a keen hearing sense. This nocturnal creature also has excellent night vision and large eyes. The small galagos have strong hind legs, which makes them exceptional jumpers. Galagos have a maximum leap height of 2.25 meters. 16. African wild dog. Unlike most canid species, the African wild dog only has 4 toes. It encompasses a diverse habitat of woodlands, plains, forests, semi-deserts, mountains, and bushy savannas. Despite their large habitat, these animals are considered endangered. Their endangered status is due to habitat loss, disease, poaching, and hunting from lions and hyenas. Lions will kill as many wild dogs as they can to reduce the competition for food. The largest populations remain in southern Africa and the southern part of East Africa. 17. Klipspringer. The klipspringer is a small species of antelope that makes its home in rugged terrain. They are the only antelope species that walk on the tips of their hoofs. This allows them to have a better grip on smooth rock surfaces. Klipspringers mate for life and are monogamous. They will only change partners if one of them dies. Klipspringers inhabit mountain ranges of eastern Africa from the Red Sea hills to the Cape and north to Angola along coastal ranges and river gorges. 18. GUEREZA colobus. This monkey species lives in the forests of Africa. They spend all of their time in trees and travel from tree to tree by jumping from branch to branch. They have been known to jump an incredible 50 feet into the air. Like all colobus monkeys, the GUEREZA has no thumbs, and like cows, they have 2 stomachs. Their preferred diet is young tree leaves, but their special stomach also allows them to eat older leaves and foliage that would be otherwise toxic. GUEREZA colobus monkeys inhabit equatorial areas of Africa. 19. Cheetahs. The cheetah is a remarkable animal. This cat is the world's fastest land animal, reaching speeds of 70 miles per hour, and according to the Cheetah Organization, it can reach its top speed in just 3 seconds. The publication also reports that the tail of the animal helps to balance the cheetah when it's running and controls the direction. Although they typically prefer open grasslands, cheetahs live in a range of habitats across eastern and southern Africa. Like many of the other animals on this list, cheetahs are also listed as vulnerable, with the African Wildlife Foundation reporting that approximately 6,674 adults remain in the wild and only 5% of cubs make it to adulthood. 20. The DIK-DIK. The DIK-DIK is a small species of antelope, and also a pretty adorable one at that. According to Britannica, these animals are tiny, and the males weigh between 3.8 to 7.2 kilograms, while females often weigh up to 1 kilogram more. The DIK-DIKs occur in 2 separate regions, in East Africa, from southern Somalia to central Tanzania, and in southern Africa from northern Namibia and parts of southwestern Angola. 21. Warthog. The warthog also has a conservation status of least threatened, and that's great because these sturdy animals are incredibly interesting. According to the African Wildlife Foundation, they can run up to 34 miles per hour, and they have an interesting approach to their offspring. When the female warthog is getting ready to have another litter, she distances herself from the juveniles she had been raising. Common warthogs live in the grasslands and savanna woodlands of Africa. 22. The African buffalo. The African buffalo differs from the common, domesticated type. 1/5 of the Big Five is represented by the African buffalo. They can be found in sizable herds of both males and females, but only the females usually remain with the herd they were born into, whereas the males typically depart at around the age of 4. African buffaloes occur in sub-Saharan Africa. They live in swamps and floodplains, as well as mopaine grasslands, and the forests of the major mountains of Africa. 23. Fennec fox. This little fox is one of the most peculiar animals in Africa, and they are characterized by their abnormal large ears. They live in the deserts in northern Africa, throughout the Sahara Desert, and east to Sinai and Arabia. They prefer sandy deserts and arid regions with desert grasses or scrub vegetation, and mainly eats insects, birds, and small mammals. The fennec fox is the smallest of all the world's foxes, but its large ears, measuring 6 inches, appear to be on loan from a bigger relative. Their nocturnal habits help them deal with the searing heat of the desert environment, and some physical adaptations help as well. 24. Baboon. There are several types of baboons living in Africa, and they vary in size and weight depending on the species. However, one of the most famous things about the baboon is their pink bottom. In Africa, they are getting closer to human settlements, and in some villages, they are known to be raiding for food and valuables quite frequently. All of them live in Africa or Arabia. Baboons are some of the world's largest monkeys, and males of different species average from 33 to 82 pounds. Baboon bodies are 20 to 40 inches long, not including substantial tails of varying lengths. 25. Impala. Impalas are medium-sized antelopes that roam the savanna and light woodlands of eastern and southern Africa. In the rainy season, when food is plentiful, they may gather in large herds of several hundred animals to browse grasses and herbs, bushes, shrubs, and shoots. Impalas are typically hunted with bows from permanent blinds, where the animals are drawn to the area by water, minerals, and artificial feed. In remote areas, temporary blinds can be constructed at a waterhole, and the impala will soon return there for a drink after all the disturbance in the area has subsided. 26. Black mamba. The name of this snake is a bit confusing since its appearance is brown or olive. However, the inside of its mouth, including the tongue, has an inky black color. It is one of the most dangerous snakes on the African continent. The black mamba is found in the northern regions of southern Africa. In South Africa, they live along the coastal regions from KwaZulu-Natal to Port St. John's and elsewhere, but are absent from the desert. Black mambas reside in South and East African savannas, rocky hills, and open woodlands. 27. Elephant shrew. You can probably guess where this animal gets its name from. The longer trunk-like snout is very elephant-like, but the red and black blends in the fur are awesome. Short-eared elephant shrews live in southern Africa in Namibia, Botswana, and South Africa. They prefer a habitat where they can burrow into sandy soil, including arid semi-desert, dry grass, and shrubland. They can occupy a home range of up to 240 acres. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.